Okay, live trading now. I shorted SMCI. I got out here because my stops were too tight. I think I'm going to get back in. Ideally, this 5 can stay inside, but we will see. I'm going to get back in. Pretty light on it. Come on. Yeah, it was a terrible exit because my stops were tight. I had exit around ADR, so it went back to the top of ADR. Why I got into SMCI in the first place. So first of all, I'm short Palantir, SMCI, and Amazon. So SMCI triggered this 30. It triggered it and went back up. It triggered it and went back up. So I took it on the third time down, a little later than the trigger. So if the trigger is here, this is my ideal entry. And I entered close to here. Just because I was unsure. And now, so I had to kind of chase it. But that's fine. Doing well. Did about 30% from here all the way to ADR before I got kicked out. Nothing crazy. I'm in the $40 puts for SMCI. Why did I take this? I can put you on screens like this. Let me just adjust this really quickly. Okay, SMCI had a 15, had a 30. And it also had an hour, but look at the day, right? So we have a failed 2 up. Do I want to fill this gap? Absolutely. Do I think we'll fill it in one day? I really need the indices to help me out here. That'd be amazing, but I don't know how strong my belief in that is. So first of all, that's what I'm looking for, right? So to trigger this down and some sort of movement down. Okay, what showed me that that was going to happen was the 30. Also looking at the hour. The hour was pretty aggressive. Hold on. Let me adjust. That was a bad exit and a bad reentry, right? So now you just have to manage the trade a little bit. Okay, so I have my stops back in. It's less than ideal setup there. But yeah, so I took this 30 to do all of this. It did hit ADR, so possible to flip. Okay, Palantir short was a similar situation off of the 30. Now it's coming back in towards that, so I'm going to take my 6% on Palantir. And now I just have to wait on better entries. Oh, I'm also in Amazon. Similar situation. It was a gap down. I think it's going to be a gap down sell. Obviously, all this space. The indices are not as strong as they were the other 3 days of this week. And I can show you that here. You can see, well, it's turning around. So maybe Amazon will also turn around. But yeah, so we triggered the inside day down on SPY, so looking for that. But if we flip, we flip, you know, like what is it to me? I also like the Qs. If it can cross all-time highs, this could go outside day. SPY could go outside day, right? 15 hammer, or sorry, 5-minute hammer. So what does a 30 look like? This is how I trade all day. Oh, this is great. So 322. I actually took this, but it came back down against me. But let me check Amazon. Yeah, so Amazon could also go against me. I took this 15. It was off of a 5-minute shooter, actually. Yeah, so let me get out of Amazon as well. Don't want to take losses when you don't have to. So I'm out of Amazon at break even. Ooh, no, I took a 2% loss. But yeah, so this was my entry on Amazon. And that was the 15 also going 3. But now I'm looking at SPY. Should have probably stayed in, but I'm playing 0 days, right? So it triggered this, it went up, but it came back against me. You can't hold that if it's a 0 day. I can look at something like this. I don't love this 15er entry. I would look for something better on SPY. And I know that the crosshairs are hard to follow. So I'm talking about this here on SPY. Potential entry on SPY. Everything else, I mean, it's fine for me. Get in, get out kind of situation. SMCI is going back down. Palantir is also going back down. I just had to find another entry on those. I also took cost up and ended up taking a very small amount of profit as well because I actually missed the 15-minute entry and had to take the 30-minute entry. This is the 15 entry on cost. Sorry, I'm working on the crosshair thing. This is the 15-minute entry here, this hammer. I missed that, so then I ended up taking the 30-minute entry, which is here. And it went to ADR. I should have taken my profit at ADR, but you know me. I love to hold on to trades, so working on it. And as you can see on SMCI, right? I got kicked out. So let's talk about this, right? So I got kicked out of SMCI, and instead of waiting for a proper entry, I just got back in when this candle turned red, right? Terrible trading etiquette, I guess you could call it. Should have waited for something like this, right? Now I have a 122 and a potential entry to give me those lows that I want on SMCI, right? So that was, it's fine for me to lose money, but I don't like losing money when it was unnecessary. You know, like I didn't have to take that loss had I been patient. It's one thing to just like be wrong about direction. And Palantir, similar situation. There was no true reason. I guess my stop was at break even for Palantir, and it went back above the 30. But in terms of like a 5 against me, I didn't have that until now. So my exit was, I mean, if you're in a position, hold the position kind of thing. We'll wait on that. SMCI did go down on the 5. So don't love this for me. I wish I could find another way in. We'll look on the 15. Sorry for the crosshairs. I'm gonna work on it. I'm so used to it. I actually quite like having them. Yeah. Ugh, that sucks. But it is what it is. I now will have to wait on this hour or something to give me this gap on SMCI. Hopefully I get an inside 15er. If not, you know, we live to fight another day. But I really hate that for me. Similarly, Amazon will want this inside 15 to trigger the inside 30 to then have a continuation down on the hour. So time will tell. We will see. I also wonder what happened with MU. I took an MU short this morning from the chat. I think it was grandson that mentioned it. But I took it to ADR and then got out because I haven't been trading MU lately, so I didn't want to have too much risk. But should this inside 30 trigger, I will definitely take MU to the depths. Obviously, we have a gap. We have a gap on practically everything in the market, so no need to point it out. But yeah, so now I'm just sort of hanging out. Took a couple of losses that were unnecessary, so I'm feeling a little perturbed about that. I may be done trading SPY. I'll put an alert here. If SPY goes down, I'll at least know. But yeah, SMCI for me really is the trade of the day off of this 30. And my exit was just shit, really, at the end of the day. So we'll get better.